All right, welcome to the Rusty Chatters podcast. Well, this is episode 5 or 6, probably. I don't know. We're pretty wasted during these things usually.
No, we're just getting started.
We're getting started. He's sipping on some Captain and Coke. This is a place free from all politics, religion, whatever fuckery you have in your daily life. You might go to the pawn shop, Pioneer TV, to get out of a bind at midnight. That's your problem.
Dropping presidents I don't like.
God.
Abraham Lincoln.
Ooh. All right, here we go, guys.
That motherfucker.
The hottest take ever of the century, literally.
Of the bicentennial.
All right, guys. So we're gonna film at the Cigar Lounge today, but there's this fucking cunty fella, and I do mean cunty.
Quite.
And
Quite the cunt.
we walk in there, and there's other people in there. Usually, there's nobody in there. We go in there, and this fucking guy's like, "Are you guys looking for something?" And this motherfucker is in a vest, dressed up, and all of his friends
And
are
his
like
hair is
casual.
really tall.
Yeah.
And I felt weird about it.
This Macklemore fucking business
His
casual
forehead
looking.
was quite tan, I must say. And I could see the tan lines from where his hair was not as tall. And it's just like this nice little outline of white around this tan, right around his forehead line. Which is nice to have a forehead line, unlike somebody we know.
Dang.
I just wanted to eyes closed, head down, just overhand that man.
Rampage Jackson style.
Just hope for the best.
Over the top.
man,
R1X.
such a tool.
Hardcore dance style.
Oh, yeah.
Reference to the previous. Yeah, no, like we walked in, and number one, it's awkward when you have a plan and you see that plan is like
Being ruined.
So like I was like, well, let's walk back there just for the heck of it. Just kind of seeing there's 2 girls and 2 guys back there just kind of existing. And so we walked back, obviously no alcohol, and there's no alcohol to buy back there. And
Michael, you're breathing into the mic. When you guys are breathing really heavy in the mic, think it's Michael.
it's 100% Michael. He's a breather.
He's a mouth breathing.
Fucking mouth breathing
breather, man.
asshole
Get-
over there.
Chin's all loose.
Yeah, hey,
This is
I'm
why
have to
I need
treat
a
you.
headphone so I can actually hear.
I'm gonna have to, well, you just probably should close your mouth.
Honestly, though, I don't hear it.
Well, of course, because it's your
I'm
mouth.
listening to you, not my mouth.
Hey, continue the story
Anyway,
about this fuck
fucking
boy.
mouth breathing weirdo over here. I'm gonna keep looking at you. I'm just gonna put my finger
Don't
under
mind
my
me.
chin.
I'll
and
just
do a
be over
little
here
bit
drinking my drink.
This guy- what is this? What do they call that shit where you make all the noises in the mic? And
Oh,
people are-
ASMR, just
Yeah.
like the worst
Yerking.
ASMR possible.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna like
This
this.
is about to be a
podcast.
really uncomfortable
Yeah,
podcast for
this is gonna be.
everybody.
Okay, we're skipping this one. This one's terrible.
Stirred
but
macaroni
last
up in it. Yeah.
Props to every.
Yeah,
To
just
everybody.
ladling the
Nah, I didn't.
macaroni.
We're just talking over.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Barry
You guys
stare
know
at
what
each
that's
other.
about out there. Probably not. Our
But
fans are probably
anyway.
in sales.
All I was saying is like, so we walk back there and just automatically feel awkward because our plans are different and we've seen people we've never seen in our
whatever.
life, and that's just always weird. I walk back there trying to play it off like we know what we're doing, but like we're not just walking back here because.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what would you want to drink? And the guy looks at us, what are y'all looking for? Where are you going to, there's nothing to buy back here. And I'm like, all right.
What is this?
That's really what he came out with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude. He's
Yeah.
But he didn't want y'all back there. It's
Super
kinda what he was
tool.
Oh,
getting
yeah,
at.
he was super tool.
Yeah. And he
And
was,
then his buddy, one of the buddies, was like, y'all are going to go, well, we have to come back here because we normally do a podcast here. And his buddy's like, oh, you're going to do a podcast? Sounds great, man. He's like, I'll sit back and listen. And the guy just kind of just fucking looks at us. It's like, man, no, fuck this guy, man.
Yeah. I didn't want to start any shit in there because I don't want to be not welcome to the place we usually record at, but I was half a mind to just be like, you're the owner? Oh, okay.
well, I had the whole mind to walk back there and be like,
Hey, was
hey,
my cousin there?
Hey, we're slated for 8 o'clock right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're penciled in. So if y'all could move, we have this podcast to do every week at this time. So.
Yeah, we actually know the manager.
We
He's
know
my
the
cousin.
manager. He's apparently like somebody's cousin or something.
He is my cousin.
He is
though.
somebody's cousin,
Michael's.
and Michael is somebody.
He's nobody in my eyes.
Yeah, but
Shit to me.
but yeah. So we just sat there all awkwardly for about 5 minutes, and it was just awkward. He was over there pouring drinks, and they're over there next to us having their world, and we're just having our world of uncomfortability. And I just
That was
finally
weird,
got out of
man.
there.
And I don't know why he was dressed up and all his friends were like just, jean shirt and all, and this guy's wearing a vest and fucking black dress pants. I'm like, well, what
It's
a
like every tool
pretentious
bag,
tool.
every tool bag
Yeah.
frat guy like at
Jean
Alabama.
shirts are nice though. I like a denim shirt.
Like,
a
I don't
good
know what
denim
it's.
button up.
Maybe
Dude, when we
rain
went to
context.
Tuscaloosa and hung out with Andrew and all them a bunch of years ago, and even when I've been recently,
My
I
brother.
do not like that style. Everybody there wears a Columbia vest with some odd and end long sleeve button up under it. You know,
And
with
Sperry's.
with a Patagonia
Just
hat.
got off the river bass fishing.
Sperry.
man.
Yeah,
Berries.
yeah, and I don't know, just every guy had this. It's not like a uniform, but except for frat guy uniform, Southern frat guy type thing. I don't know. And if any of these listeners wear that on the regular, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Get your own style and live your
Yeah,
own life.
Yeah,
Penny loafers and anytime
Y'all
you
some haters.
No,
any-
we're not.
It's just culture down there.
Yeah, it's culture, and
It's not
culture
culture.
sucks.
pink polo shirt. I have a boner randomly.
That just cut the tension right out. You know, things hard as a diamond.
Hey, how bad is this drink getting brought up in this? Can you hear it?
Yeah, you're just shaking around there. Sound-
I'm trying not
you
to.
sound like a drunk. But you ever played Tomb Raider? The first one. There's that fucking butler who just walks in the mansion.
Like some off-brand Alfred.
Yeah, exactly. Bringing sweet tea to everybody.
Well,
just
I'm
kinda-
trying to keep it quiet, but it's ice. I guess last podcast.
You know, I have a
we didn't-
really low opinion of people that go to IHOP late at night.
Fuck what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, I wasn't saying anything. Talking about my drink, it
It
really
is
didn't
all
matter at all.
You don't have a really like
You know
low
what?
opinion of people at IHOP.
IHOP.
I have a low opinion of myself when I'm at IHOP.
Yeah.
I love IHOP. What's wrong with going to IHOP?
Number one,
it's
why
not
get?
Waffle House.
Yeah, it's not Waffle
Not
House.
Waffle House.
Because
Awful Waffle?
honestly, I don't care how good your crepes are, which they are pretty good.
I don't care for crepes. Oh,
I
IHOP.
don't care how good your crepes are, man.
Either
Fuck
way,
you.
It's the French toast for me.
the French toast is good too, but
Baller.
I lose all respect for any establishment that has shitty hash browns.
Yeah.
Dude, they don't even use sliced
That's like
cheese,
Denny's.
like a nice
Apparently,
piece of
like
sliced cheese. They
there's
use
like
shredded
loads of
cheese.
people on this planet
Who
that
the fuck uses
that
shredded
actually
cheese?
go out of their way to go to Denny's. And when it's not 3 a.m,
Just extend it, Barry.
there's like a whole half a country of people out here that go to Denny's at like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why would you choose to go here instead of any other place on the planet?
Yeah, you could go to Dickies.
I've never been to Denny's.
No, it's Dick
I went to
Russell's.
Denny's. I went to Denny's one time,
That's the one I'm thinking
and that
about.
was and I.
The only time I'd ever go to Denny's,
Well,
that rock
technically-
band was there. You know what I'm talking about?
well, technically, I went
What the fuck's up, Denny's?
to. What the fuck's up, Denny's?
Just bust into.
Start fucking shredding.
Yeah.
isn't over, baby. Don't believe a word. They grung, 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 grung.
Yeah, just all this stupid shit. But no, I've actually been to Denny's twice. It was my first and my last time being there.
Hmm.
Dad joke of the day.
How was that to say, dude?
Dad joke
Dad
of the
and
cast
hard.
tonight. But
Mm.
Next,
I don't know. No, I hate Denny's. Like, they have bad sausage.
Oh,
You,
man.
you make another dad joke like that, we're gonna put some like long white tubes on you and those really big fat solid black
Well,
or
I'm
solid
already
white
almost
Skechers.
to that point. I got my khaki shorts, my Hawaiian shirt, my loafers. I should have just wore long white socks, and I've been in the spot.
Yeah, you gotta
Too
get
bad I
them,
shaved my mustache.
get them big fat ass K Swisses on and you're good. Know what I'm
No,
saying?
the hot ass New Balances. Baby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are the most comfortable shoes on the planet. to be
Them
honest with you.
clunkers. Yeah.
Yep. That's the best ones you could ever have. Dude, there's a reason those shoes have been around for 40 years.
Yeah, because they're
Unchanging.
supporting. You talking about arching your foot, man? They gonna take care of you.
Speaking of arching, folks, man, how's that Tinder game been going lately, Barry?
I ain't on it too much. I mean, I don't know. It's just not my thing. It's weird. You know, trying to holler at bitches online. I don't know you. You don't know me. Like, what am I supposed to say to you? All these girls are like, every photo, their very first photos, them, you know, basically
Half
butt ass
naked.
naked, yeah, half ass naked, some bikini or something in that category, and like their immediate first thing, not here for hookups. What are you here for? Come on now, like it's
You're
Tinder.
showing all the goods and you're on Tinder.
Yeah,
You know,
but you're
like,
not.
all
What do you
tits.
hear? You invite you to my church group? Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
get serious now.
Yeah. You
Start
go
a
to my
prayer
church.
circle.
Yeah, it's fair.
Start a prayer. Hey, that could be how they lure them in. That's Jehovah's Witnesses go out there and have these like sleeper agents. You know, just plant these seeds.
Every podcast, man. Breaking
Where
the
we
rules.
don't talk about religion or politics.
First thing I
There's
was
like-
like,
Look, I'm gonna be
Witnesses.
honest with you. Look, there is one thing in any religious circle anybody can agree on. Everybody can agree on. Nobody wants a Jehovah's Witness showing up at their house.
all right, we're editing all this out. You break the rules. We agreed on these rules.
Well,
Well, last
tell
time
Jehovah's Witness jokes. Jehovah's Witnesses are not going to
Yeah, they
listen to
probably
this
wouldn't answer it.
podcast. They don't believe in birthdays.
All right, we're just gonna keep rolling. I don't know why public loitering is so fun, but ever since I was like 16, able to drive, hanging out in Walmart parking lots at 10:30 and
I think you should
Theodore
keep
Ave.
that though.
We'll see.
Hey,
Spencer
loitering.
is fun.
Yeah, Walmart is the best place to go to at midnight
It is, and
when you're
I've
13
I've actually went down to Tillman's Corner. Like,
and riding a bike down the halls.
so I saw a potential gangbang going down Theodore one day.
Oh, nice.
So like right by the Coke plant, when you take a right, there's a
I'm gonna be
hotel.
honest with you, right where we're doing right now, there is potential for a gangbang.
Yeah,
There's four of us in here.
damn near anywhere you go.
Yeah.
So how do you pick up on
Besides
that?
government buildings, that is no potential there.
No, but like I was driving, and I used to call it crackhead hunting. I took my girlfriend at the
The
time.
most dangerous game.
Most dangerous game. I took my girlfriend at the time with me. We like hopped in the car. I was like, "Gonna go crackhead hunting?" She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're just gonna ride around Tillman's Corner." And like, "Oh, look at that guy behind the dumpster. You know what he's doing, right?" Kinda
Shitting
thing.
probably.
Yeah, we just
You gotta go
like
somewhere.
we'd ride around, and I just remember I rode by this real crusty ass motel, and it's the one that's like 2 or 3 stories, red roof. Right when you turn right by the
It was
Coke
probably
plant?
the Red Roof Inn.
anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right across the street from Coke.
See, what I don't
Yeah.
understand is Russell's severe fascination with crackheads. Number one, he goes hunting for them, and then going into their houses. If you listen to last week's
Yeah.
episode,
They're fascinating. They're
Yeah, they're
strange.
just fascinating people. I guess they're
I,
indestructible.
I watched this guy who couldn't weigh more than 140, and he straight up picked this refrigerator right up on his back, like his shoulder, and then proceeded to get on a bicycle and ride down the road with it.
I watched a guy one time running from the cops back at when I was working at my pawn shop over there. He was running from the cops. We called this man Tree Man. He was all weird, man. Sometimes we just give him money just to leave us alone. We were kind of scared of him. And he like, hey man, want me to wash your windows out front? He like, no man, it's cool. I'll give you the $1 though.
I'll give you the $1 that
Yeah.
you could have earned.
Yeah, I mean that's all he wants is a beer.
Wash all 12 windows for $1.
But well, he's gonna use our product and our napkins, and he's not even gonna do a good job. So all smeary. It's gonna be worse than it was before.
Oh yeah, speaking of
Dude,
which,
dude, honestly, I
But
don't.
no, I watched that man. He was running from the cops, ran over to the gas station, right next door to us because all the cops were.
Yeah.
You see a bunch of people running down the street. That man grabbed the chain link fence, ripped it open, and then ran back behind there. I mean,
Ripped
granted,
the
there's
chain
another
link fence.
ripped it. You know how they get the little metal rings right there? But I mean, you got
Talking to Mike Ray.
power. You gotta have some power behind
Bro,
that.
he ripped his fingers.
He don't care. He's on crack.
Yeah, he didn't care. He was just
He's
living
all
life.
numb.
Gosh,
And
he
it was
He's
must have
probably
been
on
rusted.
PCP.
It was
Must have
pretty
been
cool, man. It was
rusted
talk of the
fence.
town.
Or
Whole
chicken wire. It was chicken wire.
But honestly, like I don't know what it is about. Speaking of the window washing, but at all the stores that I've worked at, I have seen it plenty times. Just be minding my business. Somebody walks right into the window because the windows, like you got the doors and like the windows are, go from floor to ceiling.
yeah,
And
Not ceiling to floor.
so anyway,
beta.
You're a glass half full kind of guy, ain't you?
Yeah.
I am a very positive person. But anyway, dude, I've watched so many people just, all right, thanks, man. I appreciate the pawn. Blah, blah, blah. Here's my money. And you can watch them walk out. The doors, in the summertime or spring, we'll have the doors wide open. They'll still walk right into the glass. Just boom, fall on the ground. We think something just like somebody just got shot.
Damn, that Windex is doing its job.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
it
those
is.
bird
Dude.
commercials.
Oh, dude, those
Free-
bird
free
commercials are
shot.
Yeah.
for real. Oh, did I tell you all
for real,
about the
man.
time that
Is this at the pawn shop?
Yes, at the pawn shop.
Wow.
But I told y'all about this, but I think that was on that episode that we didn't get to air. But I'll tell you again anyway, since we're talking about people running into things. I was working one night and some guy comes up into the pawn shop, right? He's kind of irritating. He's nice to me. He likes me, I guess. But I just kind of roll with whatever the hell he says. The first time I met him, he comes in the pawn shop at 10 or 11 or something like that. This is one of the back whenever we stayed up until 12. And comes in with this whole thing of seafood, crab claws, and oysters and all this other
good.
stuff in this enclosed room, stinking up the pawn shop.
It's stinking.
Smacking on him.
Yeah, just smacking.
Hey,
Dude,
man,
he's
I'm-
one of those people that just smack.
I remember I talked to you that night.
Man, he's blessing
You were
y'all's
telling me about it.
nose.
I think I might have called you while he was in the room.
Yeah, you might have. But anyway, so this dude just smacking, trying to make a pawn with his buttery fingers and
Did
all
he
that.
offer any?
And I'm just not wanting to touch
Hang on, let
any
me
of
find this check.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what you
Ugh.
need, man? He's like, man, I need to make a pawn. Yeah. Okay.
You're
I was like,
here.
all right, well, I'm glad you're eating in here. Just smell at my pawn shop like, your mom's vagina.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there
That's
kind
really
of,
what you said?
yes.
No, Spencer
Nah.
was very
Yeah.
respectful. Like,
No, this
oh
some-
yes, sir. What can I do for you, sir?
I was not like that. But anyway, so while I'm sitting there dealing with this guy,
Thank you for choosing.
Thank you for choosing. I was sitting there dealing with this guy, and some guy comes
Russell's
comes
thinking about
walking
how he
in,
has to
just
bleep
some
that
like
out.
super methed out guy. But then he was also a painter, so he's probably just high on fumes. Just out there huffing. So he walks in, he's like, "Hey, my buddy's got some odd end or whatever. I don't remember." All right, whatever. I'll get to you in a second. You know, I'm sitting there minding my business. I turn around and I hear boom. I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know, and his old buddy, the biggest nose I've ever seen in my life, by the way, caught square on the door frame. like he swung this door
Like
open
Looney
and
Tunes.
he just quit opening it and proceeded to walk forward and just wham, just like busted his nose all the way up.
Had a beak on
and
him.
he's all like drunk acting or whatever. "Oh, man, I need to give a pull." I'm like, "Bro, first of all, you're bleeding all over my floor." And then he's bleeding all over my floor and you're drunk as fuck. Dude, you better get out of here.
Yeah.
And but before you do any of that, I'm gonna get you to clean that up.
Yeah.
And so I went to the other side, wherever, grabbed some Lysol and some paper towels and like put it in the little room. Was like, "Clean that shit up, man, and get out of here." And it's blood all over the floor. And the old dude, first guy I was dealing with, didn't even miss a beat. He's still just cracking crab claws, man, just having a good old time.
Damn straight. Crab claws are good. Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah, so when we was at the pawn shop the other day, Barry's training me up.
We've done assimilated Russell into the group.
Yeah, so I'm part of this now. And this fucking guy can't come in like 20 minutes to close, like 9:40. And he's just talking to Barry about God knows what. And Barry's like, yeah, man, And Barry's just like waiting for this guy to leave so he can,
I can hear him too.
yeah, so that he can wait for him to just count.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man, I went to this hotel and these guys in suits came and snatched me up. Next thing I know, I was in jail. And I'm listening. I'm like,
The whole
wow.
time Barry's blinking harder and harder.
Yeah, Barry's
Just
like,
getting
I'm
more
like
frustrated.
about to have an aneurysm over here. And I'm just like, I look at Barry and I just walk out of the room. Now he's only looking at Barry. So at first he was bouncing around. I was like assisting him. I'm like, nah, this is more of a one-on-one kind of match here. And I just left.
Dude, Russell could have done anything. He's like, "Hey, man, need you back here." He could have done anything. That dude talked to me like 15 minutes.
Hey,
I'm
Spencer.
just like fucking pissed off. But Russell got a nice taste of the pawn shop the other day. It was a Friday. We were busy as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I was talking to Spencer about this on the phone. You know, I thought pawn shops would be like, you know, there'd be some rough folks coming there, but it's just people looking for a deal. Nah, most people coming in those places are pretty bad off. Like,
Dude, the ratio of bad off people to normal people is 90-10.
and by bad off folks, we mean like
90-10?
clearly
That's
on meth.
insane.
Like clearly on meth, sweating up a storm at 10 at night. Hey, I gotta have like $50 right now. And you're like, Jesus Christ. Hey, slow down, sir. What do you got? I got this 32-inch TV. Can't cut you 50, man. Sorry. And they get offended too. Some people get offended when you. There was this guy who just brought in a bunch of trash and shit while I was there with Barry. He bought in like this old rocking gaming chair that you could like plug an MP3 up to, and I'm like, dude, the hell is this, man?
I don't know, man. That guy brought in so much shit. Dude, they were out there for like an hour and a half because he came up to the window and he had like a fucking rim in his hand. I was like, hey, tell that guy like there's someone else in the room. I was like, tell that guy do not bring in that fucking rim. And yeah, me and Russell was just trying to do our regular clothes and stuff. I'm trying to train him up and everything like that. And Russell's just seeing how irritated I'm getting. Motherfucker, I'm screaming like every time someone walks in the door, the phone rings. Oh man, I was getting so pissed off. Oh man, just wait till tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's gonna be even better.
So much better.
Oh man, it's gonna be the worst.
Oh,
Sunday crowd's way better than any other crowd you ever see.
Better as in like more fuckery?
No, it's gonna be the most fuckery.
Yes.
It's definitely gonna get so hectic tomorrow that you're gonna be stressed out. It's never gonna end. And then
Let me tell you something.
it doesn't.
It doesn't. Sundays, sometimes they're pretty gravy. Every once in a while. Every once in a while they're really gravy. But, dude, I've been at the road store, and just the second I got there, that line of cars did not stop until 9 o'clock that night. Hadn't done shit. And all I've got is just pawn after pawn after pawn after pawn, just like laid all throughout the night room. I have not gotten a label, not gotten to do anything. Dude, it's awful.
You ever look back at the numbers and be like, man, I gave away like $6,000 a day, and you start like stressing it in your head. Damn, I've done that. Like, I hope. Oh man, what if I gave someone this much money or that much money? And
The crazy thing is, these two ladies came in at probably 9:20 at night, and then they're just like, "Hey, sweating up a storm, methed out, eyes big as the moon. Hey, y'all got nice laptops? Can we come in right now?" No, the store's closed. Like, all right, we need a laptop.
Okay.
Laptops at this hour? You couldn't have did this earlier? 9:20 at night. They needed laptops really bad.
paper due.
I would like to say though, Watching Russell type on that keyboard was probably the funniest thing ever. Like, I'm like standing over him, kind of shadowing him, while he's doing odd and ends. That man doesn't use the 9 key or nothing like that. He's just all top of the keyboard, man.
Doesn't use the tab key.
Doesn't use tab. Clicks everything with the mouse. Like,
Straight with the index finger.
Yeah.
Doesn't copy and paste. Just immediately retypes everything he just did.
Oh man, dude, it was the longest process ever. Me, like, I'm super nonchalant most of the time while I'm there, unless I'm working nights and I'm getting pissed off. Don't care how long anything at all takes. I'll talk to somebody for an hour, like, if I need to.
They got a nice little cat that hangs out there. He's pretty cool. You got a little cat that hangs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's cool. Little dumpster kitty. He's a good cat.
For all you dumpster babies out there.
Yeah.
Which we got a stray.
That's how we got my
We got a
sister.
stray that lives in the warehouse. You ain't seen the stray yet, though. You'll probably see her tomorrow. We'll have to feed her.
You ever bully y'all's sister?
Hmm?
Bully y'all's younger siblings?
I
Or
don't
just
know.
make fun of them?
Bully him. Make
As
fun of
in-
him.
Oh,
Yeah, I bullied the hell out of Taylor.
Taylor?
Yeah, I
No.
still bully too.
We used to have this.
He's not my brother, and I bully him.
This run-on joke. It's still actually we still say it to this day, because Megan, she somewhat doesn't look like anybody, but she does, but she doesn't. We'll tell her that me and Andrew were playing football, and he overthrew it and passed me up and hit the garbage can and went inside the dumpster. And when we went to go retrieve the ball, we found Megan in there, all wrapped up. And we were like, came back with the parents, we're like, dude, look what we found. And we regretted it ever since.
Nobody
Dang.
called the cops.
That's
Somebody
what we'll
did
tell
nothing.
her.
Just
And-
you stole somebody's dumpster, baby.
Yeah. No, we didn't steal it. It was,
You
I mean,
found it
Founders
Found
and,
it.
didn't give it back to the dumpster.
to the dumpster. Yeah. Where it's supposed to apparently rot. Yeah.
Dude, no, man, it'll make it out, man. It'll probably take after some.
Oh, like those kids?
Like that was just
Some
like those
raccoon.
kittens.
Like those
could've made
kittens
it
made
out.
it out?
Never ruined Barry's night just like that. Triggered.
Oh, yeah.
No, man, man, it'll probably just grow up with the old raccoons, man. That baby would work out great,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Be like a little Tarzan or something.
Oh,
6 years later, it finds like civilization again. It'd be eating nothing but old like Hardee's burgers.
And then the ending, it just gets crushed in a
Coffee
dump
ground.
truck, and it's like, well, that was a
he
very
had a
sad.
good run, man.
It'd be like a Korean horror movie where you think it's gonna work out good, and they just die. I mean, nothing to it.
Dude, there's
most
been
horror
some,
movies
there's some
in that way,
really good
honestly,
Korean
like,
horror movies.
Most horror movies I've ever watched, they don't have happy endings. Everybody dies.
I mean, yeah, that's every movie ever. That's a
Have you
horror
seen
movie.
Cabin in
They're-
the Woods?
I still have not seen Cabin in
That
the Woods.
was the most unforeseen.
Everybody
like,
says that.
I had no idea that the movie was going to end like that, and it to this
I
day
feel
is
like
the
I
most
know what
shocking.
the ending is.
Yeah, I probably won't. Don't care to watch
Explain it. Spoiler alert.
Is it
if
on-
it is
is it on
correct.
I don't
Netflix?
want to spoil it. I don't want to even spoil it for myself by saying
Spoiler.
it's wrong.
Isn't this like 12
No,
years
I
old?
won't even acknowledge. I'll just be like, cool.
All I know is that Cabin in the Woods, at the end of it, you find out it's all a simulation or whatever, or it's all being controlled by people running something. That's all I know.
Oh,
Hell, I don't even remember if that was in the trailer. Or
The
not,
most fucked up
but-
ending on any movie is The Mist.
dude, The Mist is.
Isn't that a
really
Stephen
good.
King movie?
Yeah,
Dude, yeah, I love.
Yeah,
The
like
Mist.
that. Like, you ever seen
it's
it?
a Stephen King book, not a Stephen King movie.
So
No.
basically, like, there's these monsters in the mist. Then they.
You're such a jerk.
Huh?
Yeah, man,
Spencer,
that's a
so-
little snappy little asshole, man.
King movie. It's a
Bitch,
Stephen
you know what the
King
fuck-
book.
I'm
He didn't direct it.
He didn't.
No, no,
He didn't even write it.
No one cares about your input, Spencer.
Isn't that a Stephen King book based on a
Yeah, he
Stephen
knows
King
what
book?
I'm talking
that
about.
a
He's
movie
yeah,
was written
No,
about?
I'm just giving him a hard time
Yeah.
just watching it all riled up. Watch that vein start
Hey,
hey,
man.
piercing the skin.
Really fast though. Do you
I
know
guess
what
I
can
just
drink?
fuck everything I'm trying to say. I'll just go fuck
No, no,
myself
yeah,
over
yeah.
here in the corner.
Do it. Do
Fuck
you
'em.
know who can drink 2 liters of gasoline?
No one can rank
You, if I forced it down your
No.
stomach.
Jerry can. If y'all don't know, a jerry can holds gas.
We do know. Thanks for
Well-
explaining the joke and ruining the moment. I appreciate it.
Well, you know what?
I needed it. Thank you for telling me,
Yeah.
Michael.
You're in the military.
Yeah.
You don't know what a jerry can
Thanks,
is.
Dad.
Never heard
no one
Jerry.
calls it a jerry can. You call it a fuel fucking can.
Yeah,
Like, you can
but
call it whatever you
however,
want
it was
to.
called a
It's
jerry can
fucking
back in the
gas
old
jug.
days because it'd be just on the back of the Jeep.
Yeah.
And that's something super annoying too. Everyone uses all these references. Oh yeah, you called it that in the military. Like no one fucking calls it that. We call it what it's fucking called. Chill the fuck out.
Okay.
Like,
That's
Okay.
Barry's
man.
input for the day.
Yeah.
No more for
Well,
him.
you so sour.
Yeah, people are annoying as fuck.
Little
'Cause,
Sour
like
Patch
today
Kid.
I went out, had dinner with my family, right? My actual family. Don't know none of these people. They're like, oh yeah, this, that, military. I was like, I don't fucking care.
Damn.
Like, what were
Why
they
you
saying?
gotta be so rude?
No, they just want to like ask things. You know what I mean? Like things they have no.
Stop doing that in the mic.
What's it called? Like they have that they shouldn't be asking just because I don't fucking know these people. You know what I mean?
Being very intrusive.
Yes. Just
It's
like
family,
about
though.
like about your tour.
Yeah, being about tours and like
Um,
fucking just odd and ends about my life. I don't fucking know you. You're some fucking guy I met at the gas station. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Like you're like. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but it's true. You know what I mean?
No, I mean I know exactly what you mean, but
And
from a
it's
different
like-
angle though.
Yeah, it's like it's weird, like what we were talking about earlier. You know what I mean? Oh, no, it was me and my buddy Andrew. You're just asking intrusive questions. And it's just
did
like
you kill
awkward.
people while were you over there?
No, not necessarily that. No, they didn't ask
Okay.
that. Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, are you fucking stupid?
Damn.
No, we carry rubber bullets. It's all just fucking paintball war. Like,
It's a big paintball war. Nothing really happens. No, I mean I get that, but from a different perspective, just in terms of my mom's side of the family, because I'm probably gonna go down there. You know, this next.
oh yeah, to New York.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but I don't think it's really happening.
It is. It's already planned.
It's not. When are you going? What day?
Is Taylor
I'm-
going too, right?
Yeah, he's going.
That's gonna be crazy wild.
Yep.
With your grandpa.
You and your grandpa. hey, when
He
you're
has
chilling,
no idea.
Oh man, that's gonna be a 30, 40-hour trip.
dude, when you chill with your grandpa, you just need to be like, look, man, I figure the
For
best
the
way.
viewers, there is a distinction because we talk about Papal. This is not him.
No, this is
This is
this is not a good old Southern working. Hey, I'm gonna put you boys to work. Not Papa, Grandpa from New York. So you need to just be like, look, Grandpa, the way we need to bond and get to know each other. All I need to know about a man can be seen as he's shoving ones down strippers' throats. All right, that's all I need to know about you. So we can go and just turn up. You should ask him. I would.
Nah, I
That'd
don't
be
know.
sweet, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know,
should-
man.
You should definitely go to the strip club.
You,
with
you
your
know what? You
grandpa.
know what's bad is my mom knows about the podcast, and I'm pretty sure
We're gonna
like
cut this
they
out,
listen.
probably.
No, you can keep it in.
That's funny you talked
but
about
it's
that.
like I'm talking about it, and they're probably gonna listen to it.
No, my mom, while I was over here, she had called me on the way, and she's like, "Are you with everybody else?" And I was like, "No, I'm kind of just chilling in front of Spencer's house right now." And she's like, "So y'all do a podcast?" She's like, "Why didn't you tell me about it?" And I was like, "Well, it's kind of vulgar." And I, mentioned masturbation on there, jacking it. I'm not sure you really want to
It
chime
was like,
in
yeah,
on
yeah,
your
you're in
son.
her ear. Yeah, Mom, I'm on there talking about
Mom.
jacking it.
Mom, I'm just beating my meat. You don't want to listen to that.
All that monkey grip
No,
on
I actually
it.
didn't. I didn't tell her about the masturbation. I was like an inch from telling her. I was like, nah.
He was an
I
inch
was
from
like,
telling your
no, my
mom
friends are just really
about you
vulgar on
slinging
it.
some ropes.
Oh, you see this motherfucker? Blame his friends. You're
Yeah.
vulgar too, Michael. He's over here.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, it's my friends.
I'm
Just
gonna
talking
tell you what. I will tell you what.
friends. I just chime in every
I'm
now
gonna have
and
to.
then.
Just chime in.
I've really got to cut back on my cussing because I used to not
You
be
do,
like
man.
this at
It's
all.
terrible.
At all. You know, at
It's 'cause you're
work
trying
now.
to sound
since-
funny.
Well, at work now, see, I'm doing pools now. What Michael does, and so we talk on the phone like constantly.
We all work together in some capacity.
Yeah, but it's really weird because Michael has never been one to cuss, and he really makes me uncomfortable whenever I'm on the other end of the phone. He's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm completely expecting fudge, and then it's just full on vulgarity, and I'm like, "Michael, stop."
That Call of
Yeah.
Duty, man, I get the best of you.
No, man, it's like whenever.
And I feel
the
like it's
slightest
partially my
inconvenience-
fault because
work.
I've started doing
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, it's just there's a different type of anger that I release at work that nobody sees in person because that's just not. I don't want to ruin anybody else's day with that kind of negative talk. So I'm not used to having somebody like in my ear the whole time.
Everywhere you
Well,
look,
everywhere. So I don't know. It's just if the slightest inconvenience happens on a schedule that's just supposed to go smooth, no little kinks. It's kind of like how you're pulling a water hose when you're trying to wash your car and it gets stuck on the wheel. You walked like 5 feet past the car to make sure that it didn't get stuck, but somehow it still got stuck. It's like that type of annoyance where you just
Yeah, you're just pissed off. You say
Yeah.
fuck it. And you bust out your window.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's just funny because me and Michael, obviously I've heard him cuss and before, and he does, which is fine. Used to, like, I didn't start cussing like I do now until like 3 years ago.
Mm.
And so, like, it's
Yeah.
even like weird for me these days, but especially weird. I'm listening to Michael because he never really does it for real around us. And he's sitting there in my ear doing it.
I think in my head I'm muffling it. I'm like, I don't think it's really loud. I don't think anybody can hear it around me. But
You're
yeah.
raging pretty
And
hard,
what's
man.
funny is, what's really funny is he heard me rage a few times about whatever, and he's sitting there lecturing me about since it's
Dude,
a new
because
job.
I hear your voice and it's projecting.
Yeah, and I'm listening to Michael, and it's projecting all in my ear canal. Dude, I know they hear you.
Hey,
Like, he
I got
actually
those
he
AirPods.
got done
They just pick up
He
really
legitimately got done lecturing me, and 5 seconds later, he, like, I don't know, like the pH was off or something. He's like, "What the fuck? I did this last week. I put enough acid in it. Why is it like all the fucking shit?"
good. No, definitely not. But no, I feel like Spencer's not aware of his surroundings just yet while he's just talking to me. Because when we're
I
talking
think you
on the
worry
phone,
about-
interruption right away. It's just what it is.
But anyway, Michael gets frustrated at work, and it's different from
I do.
everybody else's frustration when he's normal. All right, so on to new things. Russell would like to say something.
Yeah, Russell.
What the fuck am I gonna say? Why are you looking
I
at me
know.
all of a sudden?
Because you
Bowling
interrupted.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Send
Krillin.
you down to hit some pins.
Yeah. What's your line, Caillou?
Caillou.
How's that cancer treating you?
Is that?
Caillou?
Does he really have cancer?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's. I feel bad for laughing every time I saw that little bald-headed fucker now.
I mean, he's a fictional character, but yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
yeah, he is.
Bad.
Doug, does he have cancer too, or is he just bald?
Doug's not bald.
Who's
He's got
fucking
sprigs.
Doug?
You didn't watch Doug? Dude, that was the first movie I ever saw in theaters when I was 5. It was Doug's
Doug?
first movie.
It's called Doug?
Yeah, it was a
should've put that
Nickelodeon
pizza in the
show.
middle.
It's super like 90s show.
I called Spencer earlier.
I
Like-
called you earlier.
Yeah,
I called you earlier.
Because I called you earlier. Oh no, we were talking about Spencer being like the glue to everybody around. Because for real, now it's become a really common thing.
It
to where
it's
I'm
honestly
talking to
like
Spence,
develops itself like
and,
currently.
and then all of a sudden Weston's on the phone, and then Barry's on the phone. I'm waiting for you to call in, and it's just 6.
you gotta check in with the boys, man.
Barry actually mentioned this the other day. He was like really comfortable. He's like, "Hey, everybody else on the phone." Barry's nobody else on the phone. And he's like, "You're lying." I'm like, "I'm not."
Like, if there is, you have to say
Yeah.
it.
It's like- but no, yeah, Michael will call me or whatever, and I'll be on the phone with him. I'll be like, "Hey, hang on." And then next
Merge.
thing, and then Merge calls. It'll be like Russell on the other end. Now we're all talking.
Yeah, but like, look, man, I'm going through some crazy stuff right now. Nobody's on the phone, right? Nah, you're good. Go ahead.
But no, we did have 6 people on the call one time. And what's great is we mentioned it earlier. It's like a mini podcast, each like just on the phone that you're not recording. Everybody will just call up in the phone, we'll sit there and talk for like ever.
I called Spencer earlier. Say, what's up, man? He goes, no, nothing. I'm cleaning his pool, and girl that I know that, lives close. We're just friends, obviously. So he goes, yeah, I just had to shit really bad, so I knocked on a door, and I just ran up in there and just took a dump, hung out for like 30, 45 minutes, and left. And I was like,
You
Spencer.
fucking didn't, Spencer.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shitting her.
Oh,
Well,
my
no,
God.
well, I was, see, that my route.
This is what you get when you're pretty. You get the shit at people's houses.
yeah.
Hey.
But, no, for real, though.
Just shit in that
I
pool, you
was-
gotta clean it out
my,
anyway.
my route, like, goes around behind her house on Mondays. And,
It's not Monday.
well, I had to make up my Monday route today because it was Memorial Day. No, I was behind there, and I was
Memorial
messaging
Day
her. I was like,
Monday.
"Hey, you mind if I'm out here behind doing some pulls behind your house after I get done? You mind if you come in and hang out for a little bit?"
He just wanted to shit, man.
Oh, dude, I did.
You
Honestly,
shitty ass
I'm not
dude.
gonna be.
Showed up all
That
sweaty
that
and
was
shit.
that was a big factor in it because I was sitting there, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll come over there here in a few minutes or whatever. You
You just
good?"
show up at someone's house and drop a deuce and leave.
I mean, I apologized the second I got there. See, I was like, "Hey, I'm out front or whatever," and do the whole time I was sitting there white knuckling, just like
Turtling.
because she has to open the lobby door for you. Like you have to have a
Yeah.
key to get in. So she has to go down the elevator and then like unlock the door and receive my Snapchat and all this other stuff.
And your butt's just
And my
clenched.
butt's just clenched. My knuckles are
Ugh,
just
sweating.
sweating on the
Could've just
steering
stopped
wheel.
You got that
Circle
Miley
K,
Cyrus
man.
hiney.
No, I didn't do that. So, but in order to be like legitimately polite, because that wasn't the only reason. I went over there just to hang out. I ain't seen her in a couple weeks.
But it was like 80% shit.
close.
Yeah.
But
Is she gonna chime in on here? What?
what? But anyway,
We're not going to say her name, but shout out to T. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, T. Yeah, T.
She knows who she is.
But I went up there and I was like, talked to her about 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. I don't know.
5,
And then had to,
straight.
and then had to play it. I was like, hey, hey, I gotta use your bathroom. Is that cool? And it just kind of hit me. Yeah. And she was like, oh yeah, it's fine. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, it might be me a minute. And she you know what she did? She ended up grabbing me a candle, lit it for me, and let me go about my business.
That's
It's a
wifey
sweetheart.
material right there, bro.
That
She's
is
trying
wifey
to.
material.
She's trying to.
Well, she's got a
impress you.
boyfriend now though.
She,
Oh.
Yeah,
You
she-
got
she
some
let
on
you
that?
come over and take a dump?
Yeah.
It's just his
That's
friends.
pretty
though.
intimate right there.
Yeah, I feel like that is, man. That's
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We're just
That's a
like really good
sexual
friends.
We're just like really good friends.
No, we are.
When
though,
is
for real. Like,
dumping
we sat-
sexual?
we sat.
it's sexual
Well,
because she allows
Well,
Yeah.
never mind. Never mind.
But no, I went in there and we hung
Yeah,
out.
Alabama
Hot
rolling brown
Pocket.
out.
Well, no, I just went in there, dude. It was a good dump too, man. Oh my god,
That's
I was
messed
so
up,
relieved.
man.
I was so relieved.
You showed up at my house and first thing you done was take a shit, man.
Dude, Michael
I'm gonna
has
be
done
upset
that,
with
and
you.
Russell has both done that to my house.
Oh yeah.
But that's you.
That's
Yeah, well,
you.
my friend.
Cultivated
We'll beat
friendship
that.
of years. You know?
Well, cultivated friendship for the past month. So,
Cultivated something for a good 20 minutes in there.
yeah, but no, we just
Well,
hung
was there
out
any
and like
skid
watched
marks?
a little
Did you
movie
at
and
least
talked about
check?
odds and ends. It was a good time.
Good time.
Did you leave a skidder and you had to scrub it out?
Yeah.
I thought it was going
Oh.
to. Like, honestly, when it first went down, I was like, please let the water flow. Please let the water flow. And the flow just kind of took those little skid marks out. And I was like, hey.
Hey.
Dude, because once you start skidding in a
Hey.
toilet bowl, you know that was a good one.
That's foul,
You'll tell you
dude.
right now. I'm
What's
not the kind of guy-
foul?
I'm not
No,
gonna
what's
scrub it
more
out.
foul than any of that is whenever your girlfriend leaves skids in your toilet.
I know. You just got to pee them off, man.
Yeah, just go in there and pee them off. Just like aim it. That's the beauty of being a guy. You can at least like take a piss and kind of clean out the toilet bowl a little bit with your sterile urine.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
dirty, man.
It is, but I didn't know where a toilet brush was. So
Oh man, dude, that last girl I was with, she would this is before we started living together. She'd come over to the old house and the toilet bowl in there was sensitive. You had to do two or three flushes in between. You know, I mean, it's real sensitive plumbing.
Damn.
And
That's
Ugh.
real sensitive.
and she knew that, but every time did not even take that into consideration. And I would remind her. And sure enough, I'd be in there, you know, plunging that thing out because she didn't have the common courtesy to fucking do it herself. Oh, man.
oh,
I
Oh,
was
that's
pissed
love
off,
right
man.
there.
And I was like, man.
such a dude thing to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is
Oh,
wrong
it
with
smells.
you? And she's like,
It's getting
hey,
on my
your toilet's kind of
hands.
clogged up. I fucking knew it. I knew it was when you're going in there. You know what I mean? I was like, I know it. I'm going in there. I'm going to take care of it. I'm like, you asshole. Literal.
Yeah. I haven't clogged a toilet in a while. I usually take like rabbit turds. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, because you
Just
got
a little
fucking
berries
intestinal
kind of
problems.
basically.
Yeah, so for
You
those
need to
of
be
you,
eating that Yoplait with probiotics.
hey, for our two fans out there, there's this weird thing that Michael does where something's really messed up with his inside. So when Michael dumps, it sounds like a Tyler Perry movie skit or some shit.
Yeah.
Like he's sitting there and he's like, oh, and it's just like all these gross, explosive sounds. And I'm
Yeah,
just like,
yeah, he'll send us Snapchats here and there of him just sitting on the toilet looking real weird in the face.
he's just
And he's all
selfieing
like
himself.
double and triple chinned out because he's all just freaking stressing it. Because he's pushing, man, dude. The amount of air and clap that comes out of those ass cheeks, man,
So,
is incredible.
Michael has an extremely high metabolism.
He's got a whole folder saved of his own videos of him taking.
So if
giant
if you
dumps.
look at this guy, he just walks around at like 10%, 7% body fat. So you got to figure his body is working like triple overtime inside. Something's going on where he has to do that.
I
His
never
bo-
bloat though. I don't feel any bloat. I never feel any gas, but I just feel like, you know, a turd come on and then I sit down and
It's
And keep
weird,
sitting.
man.
then it's just
It's
there.
like
Yeah.
Meet the Fockers or something every time he sits in there. Just and like, dude. Ooh.
Honestly though, what would you say your average dump time is? What
Depends on what I'm doing.
yeah. No, I'm just saying like your average. Like it doesn't matter if you have a bad one.
It's
or
like when I'm
a
sitting
light
there, I'm
one.
trying to take a number 2,
Like,
but it also
typically-
turns into a number 3.
Yeah. Shout out to the ladies. Hey.
Typically, it's just like, you know, I'll poop within like the first, I don't know, 30 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, but then I'll just sit there.
You sit there and let it dry on your
Dude, all the
butthole.
time, dude. You come up. First of all, I don't know. I hope everybody knows what number 3 is. I'm not even going to explain it.
Isn't
Jerking.
that just a poop and a pee?
No,
No.
no. Number 1's pee.
Speaking of which, I wish, for you single guys in this podcast, I'm looking at two fellows over here. You guys need to try to get a Blumpkin before you get married. Because once you, get a wife, she ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to,
Unless you actually have a good wife, that y'all are completely sexually
Yeah.
open with each other, as you should be.
I don't know. I couldn't look at her the same if you gave me one. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I mean, there's a lot of things I can
I would.
withstand, but you
I'd
give
be
me
like,
a
"You little
There's a
Blumpkin.
lot of
Angel.
things you can look past.
That's one thing I couldn't, man. Look like
You got to have forgiveness in relationships, man.
I couldn't forgive her for giving me a blowy on the toilet. That's what a Blumpkin is, people, if you didn't know.
I can completely forgive. That's intimate right there. I just said like taking it like if
Like
just
honestly,
going
that
over-
is honestly the most intimate thing you could do.
yeah.
I'm
Just a turd
speaking of
fart.
intimate things, is like
That's probably the nicest thing you could do for a person, honestly.
Especially like the smell, man. You really love
There's
somebody
probably a
for
lot
that.
of nice things you can do, but that'd be on top of the list.
honestly like one
You go
thing
out
that was
there,
on
you
the
fix a flat tire, you fold them clothes that have been sitting in the dryer for a week, you give a nice blowy on the toilet now. That's a totally different story.
Well, I mean, for real though, like I'm like
Your stomach
really,
hurts, but you just, oh babe, this felt great.
no, I'm like really, my butthole is extremely private area. I don't let nobody see. Only one person has like ever seen my butthole, other than a doctor, and that was just because
I've seen your butthole.
Everybody's seen your butthole here, Spencer. Why are you lying?
I've never showed any of y'all my butthole.
You haven't showed it to me, but I've seen it.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
You've been asleep a lot of your life,
seen
you
it.
know, and things have happened. You know,
Them
I don't worry about it.
showers.
But no, honestly, like that was a really intimate moment for me because she was just like begging to see it because it was just like this thing that she wanted to know everything about me. I know this is weird, but this is what it is. But I felt like I felt so like I really didn't want to do it because like I'm like it's my butthole.
How do you do it? I don't care about the whole like backstory. I just want to know how you showed
He
it.
pressed his chest on the bed.
No, dude, I like
Nah, man.
Just bend
Had his
over,
knees.
like,
No.
Nah, I'm gonna tell
in
you.
the air.
No.
His
I'm gonna tell you we
hands
did.
Spread.
I'm gonna tell you what he did. He was taking a shower.
no.
He spread them things, leaned back on the glass. She could just see it from a distance.
he just
No,
sucks
man.
it.
There has to be a buffer in there somewhere. But no, dude. Nah, straight up though. No, we was in bed one day, and I don't remember how it came up, but it just did. And then I just totally did not want to do it. I felt like really violated
Oh my
afterwards.
God! Spencer did it on his back.
Or maybe,
legs up.
maybe it was like on his back and then his knees up to his
Back
chest,
legs up.
basically kissing
Like-
his knees,
Like double, underhooked his legs right there and just
Yeah.
let it show, man.
kissing his knees, and then she came out. She
He was,
even
feeling
wiped
the,
him.
he was feeling the wind from the fan on that thing. It was up there for so long.
He
Catching
even
the
cried
rays
for
of the
her.
sun. Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
But no, I was
Like a
like,
Sunny D commercial.
Oh, dude.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like they say, the eyes are the window to the soul, but not the asshole is the window to the soul. Like,
She's like, show me your butthole, Spencer. No.
I mean, honestly, it's probably
dude, that's really what was happening. She's
No.
like, I want to see it. I was like, no, I don't want you to see it. It's weird. Like I don't know.
Take them off.
It was like I
so
feel like I'm being
unsure.
molested.
I mean, really, if you have to think of a piece of skin that really is rarely seen on a straight male, it is the butthole.
Yeah, and I don't even look at my butthole.
I've never really looked at my butthole.
No, I mean, all I know is
I've
way up
tried it,
in there.
like after I've shaved it.
That is
you know,
one
I'm like,
comment that she made. Is like, God damn, your butthole's deep. Like I'm like, what?
That must mean it's
I don't know what
gasping
that
air.
means, but all
Looking
right.
like a little blowfish.
That's offensive.
Like
I'm
it's
fuck
not
you.
like it's not just right there at the end of my butt cheeks or anything like that. It's on up in there, man. But nah. She finally looked at it. 'Cause, like I
She
like.
finally looked at it.
My butthole's not deep. Your tits look like chameleons looking the other way.
No, what happened? I turned over to my side and like she was like, "Just spread your cheeks for me. I want to look at it." And I'm totally thinking I'm about to get pegged right now without knowing it. Like this was like very rapey to me, and they're like very molested, like my uncle or something. I was like, it's like no, like a person of
Yeah, yeah.
power just like influencing you to do something.
Yeah, like
You
Don't
feel-
look
at the forbidden skin.
It's like
Yeah.
you come into the office. You want that promotion, right? Go on and pull those trousers down.
Yeah.
Show me that.
But honestly,
taint.
it was a good thing because like once that happened, it kind
It
of
was a
like
good thing?
It was because honestly, it like brought us closer together.
Hey, fun fact,
anytime she wants to
your
look-
anal skin is the same skin on your lips.
It is.
It's very nice.
Thank
Is that
you.
why human centipede was a thing? Is that why somebody thought of that? Like, what if we had that idea, but they were like dudes eating each other's assholes, and they were stapled together?
Oh.
Well, it wasn't all dudes. It was that was a good educational movie. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about myself. Yeah.
I would want to be the front guy. I'm that dude.
The front guy, the leader of the
Well,
pack.
who
I
wouldn't
mean,
want?
dude, he ate that Chinese food and he was like, "Oh, I have to shit." Like right away, there was no way it hit him that hard that quick.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man, dude. I'll eat some like in the morning. Like once I eat breakfast, it just cranks the engine up. You know, it's
Yep.
just ready to go.
You get one of them McDonald's breakfast burritos and dip it in salsa. It'll clear you out, man. That and the AM Crunch Wraps from Taco Bell. There ain't too much anything that won't fuck my stomach up, to be honest. Except ice water.
Yeah, I don't
But
know
even
what's
that
wrong with
sometimes.
Russell. I don't know, man. Like I'm serious though. Like it did feel like she peered into my soul. I was all cringing. I was just about to cry
I was tight.
when she was looking at it. I just felt
Maybe
like,
that's
I've
what
You were
never
causing fissures in your anus.
I've
squeezing
never
hard.
felt so exposed in my life. Even though obviously we'd seen every part
Spencer
of each
totally
other's
got
body.
a
at that
Remy.
point. I did not.
Yeah, like
'Cause
he's
it was
getting
a-
a chub right now.
it was a-
talking
He's taking
about
out
it.
that Remy right now. yeah.
Yeah,
That girl
bleed.
kissing your butt, didn't you?
But anyway, I don't know. It was an experience. So like, I don't know. It's whatever. Like everything's fine. Like, but just breaking that barrier of like just being that kind of exposed was just like
Lift
I don't
it
know,
up.
it was a very growing moment for
Look
me.
me in
So
the
now I'll
eye.
show anybody my butthole and it's fine.
Look me in the eye. I don't want to. Look at me while you do it.
I can't turn my head that far.
Yeah.
Oh
Boo.
man.
You know, we talk about a lot of productive things on this podcast, but the best is hearing Barry's take on life. Something about Barry and his twisted perspective, his twisted, blinky, twitchy perspective on things.
Lady perspective. Got a twitch, man. I can't help that. I was born that way.
It's his Tourette's.
I was
On Tourette's.
born
You probably do have Tourette's. That's probably what it
I
is.
probably do.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
I mean, it is what it is, you know. That's how I
Remember the
live my
South
life.
Park? The guy's like, I have Tourette's. I just bend my neck and snap my fingers. No one seems to notice. Yeah. That was like the shit, man.
Oh, that's some funny shit, man.
Hey, speaking of which, we're eating some pizza right now. Spencer has this personality about him. You either hate him or like you just gravitate toward him and want to chill with him. And I remember this one time we were playing guitar at his house here, and we were jamming. Pizza guy came over, and the pizza guy heard us jamming, playing some riffs. He's like, "Hey, is that y'all playing?" And sure enough, pizza guy ends up skipping like half a shift, probably just jamming with us.
Yeah,
hanging
yeah,
out.
like straight up. We ordered some pizza because it was like we just had this whole day here. Me and him just like decided to jam. And for those of you who don't know, the music you hear at the beginning of this podcast is actually
Our music.
our music, our demos and stuff. That's why it sounds like so much shit. But you have to listen to it anyway if you want to listen to us.
One day you can listen to us. We'll get our EP done soon. Shout out.
Widow
It's
Anchor.
just a start.
Widow Anchor. WIDO space Anchor. If you don't know how to spell Anchor,
Is there a space in it? I don't know.
No,
We're
there's
on the
not.
fence about
we're
that.
on the fence about it.
Yeah, we
The
don't.
things we're
We
worried
don't
about.
know. But anyway, so we was working on some stuff one day, and we decided, hey, let's order a pizza. You know, we're bored, or we're not really, we're just hungry. And sure enough, our pizza. This is total pizza guy thing.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like I was there
This
for this,
is a-
honestly. Like, this is a memory that I feel
No, I
like
think you
was
may
really
have
Pretty
been
sure
there. I
you were
think
here
you
Monday.
like
Yeah.
just you were just there hanging out with us. But no, this dude shows up. We've been jamming. I hear the doorbell ring. I go over here. And I'm like, "Oh, what's up, man? Here's your pizza." He's like, "Hey, man, y'all jamming in there? It sounds good." And I was like, "Yeah, we are, man." He's like,
Weston was there too, wasn't he?
"No,
No,
he
he
was.
was
No,
in-
this is just me and Russell, or and you, I guess."
Yeah.
But anyway, and he was like, "Can I listen?" And I was like, "Aren't you working?"
Yeah, man.
Fine, man. That sounds
You
good. It's
gonna
your
be that
world.
guy?
now."
Yeah, man, come on in.
And so he comes in my room. We sit there and jam and like talk about for like 45 minutes. You know, he's gonna miss like 3 other deliveries. But hey, you know,
Yeah.
but we ended up making a cool little friend out of it. He like showed us some of his music because he was in a band. And yeah, I jammed with those guys a few times. It was a good time. It was just so weird,
Yeah.
just sitting there playing guitar, and some dude comes in there and just wanted us to join their band.
it's
I was
funny,
like, no,
too.
I'm not joining your band.
funny,
You're gonna
too.
join my band.
Because we have a problem finding drummers, and everybody's like, "Oh, I can be a drummer," and then they just play like blues and shit. We're playing metal, man. So stop fucking wasting
The
our
amount
time.
of people.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you're getting
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
so I won't
but
cut you.
anyway, we were always looking for drummers or bassists or whatever, and that's how we
we
met.
have a bassist now.
Yeah, that's how we met our bassist. So we were in the parking lot he used to live at, and our bass player now is our bass player, walking through the parking lot in the middle of the night in an apartment, and he's like, "Hey guys, y'all play guitar?" And he knew Spencer was gonna
yeah,
get.
we just came back to the apartment to like jam a little bit, and we had our guitars. We were walking in, and he just pulled up.
Yeah, and Spencer just starts pressing him, almost borderline like aggressing this
Now
man.
I was shaking him down, so he like walks out, gets out of the car, where had our guitar. He's like yells at us like, "Hey, y'all play music and stuff?" I
And
was
we
like,
know we've been down this road. He's gonna be like, "I play guitar too." Yada yada yada. I'm like, "We don't need a guitar player."
Yeah, so like he's like, "Y'all play music?" I was like, "Yeah, we do." He's like, "I play music too." I was like, "Okay, you a drummer?" "Nah, man, I'm not a drummer." He's like, "You play bass?" "Well, I used to play." I'm sitting there shaking this man down. He's like, and he's like, "All right, he's like, I can play. Well, you're our bassist now." I just
Yeah.
straight, like joined him in the band. I didn't even talked to the guy yet.
We need to
And
get
then-
him on the
but he ended
podcast.
up being,
He's been
one of our
bullshitting.
best friends, and he's in the band for real now. He's a good dude. We'll have to get him on the podcast.
Yeah, he's got a
Shout out to
pretty.
Boone.
He's got a pretty sweet little live stream he likes to do. So
Oh,
But
Booney
about
boy.
the drummers thing is like the amount of until you experience this, you know, if you're musicians, you just won't know about it. But the amount of just idiots that are out there that don't understand
Yes.
the concepts of anything is astounding. So we put out ads or whatever to say, okay, drummer needed. The amount of stupid like replies we get
Time wasting
to that,
sons of
wasting
bitches.
sons of bitches. It'll be like, hey, can y'all I play drums, some like 68-year-old man. I was like, oh, you do? You got a double bass pedal? No, well, you can't play for us.
So-
and like in our ad, it clearly says looking for metal drummer, for a metal band. And everybody's just like, well, I play rock and blues. I'm like, well, you're not what we're looking for.
I mean, they could probably play the.
No, they can't.
No,
They don't
I
own
mean-
a double bass pedal.
So
What
it
do you mean double bass
it would be
pedal?
like
What
you
is that?
play country music and in metal, it's a lot of fast picking down, alternate picking, and they're like, yeah, man, I can play some guitar, I can play some music with you. I'm like, dude, we're looking for a certain genre here, and like 90% of metal drums is double bass pedal. So if you come up to me like, I don't even have a double bass pedal, why are you talking to us right now? Why are you fucking wasting
what
our
Dude,
time?
tell us-
is a double
A
bass
double bass
Explain that.
pedal for the listeners that are also unaware of this. All right, so in your general music, there's a single foot pedal
Yeah.
for a
Hit your
one
bass
kick
drum on the
that's just
bottom.
your bass
Boom,
drum,
boom, boom.
doom, doom, for what have you. But metal, when you need to speed that up, you end up getting 2-foot pedals, whether it be for two bass drums or just a double foot pedal for a single bass drum.
So it
and that
rocks.
allows for that fast
Digga-digga-digga-digga-digga.
pace, for your kicks. All right, so now that's out of the way. Now we know what we're talking
Which
about.
is stupid. Ugh. Metal.
Yeah, metal.
Ugh.
For all the plebes out there, just worst music on the planet.
We
I just want
normies. Normies.
trash on
It's
your
not
lawn.
CCR. I ain't listening to him.
But anyway, dude, tell them about like that one guy y'all picked up.
Yeah, so we end up getting this dude in Sarah Land's like, I play music, man. I play metal. And I asked him, do you have a double bass? Yeah, man, I do all that stuff. Cool. So we end up, another thing about musicians, but I'm not going to digress. But yeah, he's kind of, needed me to drive 45 minutes to pick him up one way. Didn't have a dependable ride or any of that. And we finally get him, and he's a really weird, odd fella talking about some weird shit. He had this weird-ass TikTok. Everything about him was strange. And then we get into the room, start playing. I start playing just some warm-up licks. I started doing like a little bluesy warm-up, and he's like, yeah, man, I like that. All the metal riffs and all the hard shit I showed him he didn't like. But as soon as I played that ding-da-ding-da-ding-da-ding-ding, he's like, man, let's play that. I'm like, oh, God. Dude, Michael's got his butthole out here. Dude.
Jesus, oh my God, it's so hairy.
Oh, man.
The
Did I wipe
Harriet.
well?
Damn.
Oh my God, Jesus, it's a forest back there.
Whoa, man, that thing is
Thank you for that.
crazy.
But
God.
anyway, but it's funny because
It's like a chinchilla.
they have
Well,
like, the amount of drummers are generally really shitty people. The reason why I say that is because they never have rides, never have
gas money in
never
general.
have gas money, never have anything, never have a double bass pedal,
Yeah.
and it's just like complete most unreliable people on the planet.
Why don't you just learn how to play the drums? Stop being a little bitch about it.
Because I play guitar.
Well,
Yeah, but you're not
Yeah.
even the best guitarist in the band.
I see a really nasty.
That's fair.
I
Not even a
see.
third.
Yeah.
Speaking of Michael's end, all things must come to an end. Tune in next time for the Rusty Chatters podcast show. Any last words, Michael? And we're cutting out.